land, a bridge between two worlds. Bridges have a special meaning. They're more important than houses. They belong to everyone because they're constructed at the point at which human needs meet. Every bridge that rises is one boundary less and one meeting more. The Mostar Bridge in Bosnia-Herzegovina, constructed in 1566 by the Ottoman Turks who wanted to use it for the passage of troops towards Vienna, was destroyed on November the 9th, 1993 by the decision of the Croat command. Mostar was a city open to different cultures. The bridge on the river Neretva that connected the two parts of the city was the symbol of this tolerance. The bridge not only represented the physical connection between the two banks. In reality, the bridge connected two peoples who had come into conflict, fighting each other in the most terrible way. The bridge will again join the two banks and the life of the people. Time heals all. Time is coexistence. It is the only future for this land. The coexistence of all the peoples and ethnic groups that live there. The Stari Most, literally Old Bridge, was a place of memory that gave sense to life and even to death. It was destroyed to deny the possibility of belonging and coexisting. The Mostar Bridge was constructed by Hairuddin in 1566. Previously, at the same point, there was a wooden bridge. Sultan Solomon the Magnificent, seeing it in bad shape, decided to construct one with a single arch. In reality, there were two previous bridges, one of wood and another suspended. A new point of great interest is the archaeological area we've created and illuminated to allow citizens and visitors to see the most ancient periods and joints in the construction of the Mostar Bridge. The Reconstruction project, sponsored by UNESCO and financed by the World Bank and a number of donor countries, is aimed at repeating the original structure and increasing its value with an attentive and co-involving project of illumination. We've used traditional materials and techniques in the reconstruction, the same materials from the same quarries that Hairuddin used. We tried to adapt the stone dressing to that of Hairuddin, and we've made all the metallic braces as they were made in those days. The arch was indeed broken at one point. We've also reproduced this detail. We've repeated all the errors present on the Hairuddin Bridge. The emotional aspect of this work is in it being almost a collective sculpture, an ensemble of errors corrected day after day with a blend of handicraft, guile and technology from worlds different by language, religious creed and origin. The Light project also respected this team spirit, allaying illumination techniques, art, architecture and experience. The technical illumination design has interpreted the bridge as an element of union of the banks. Buildings, towers and surrounding roads are therefore treated as elements of visual and perceptive continuity of the environment. 4 woody projectors placed on the banks of the river have valorized the two sides of the arches, Projectors have been used on each of these with an average beam for the widest and closest part, and spot beam sources for the central part. All the apparatuses are equipped with accessories that screen and direct the light only onto the bridge, so as to avoid crossing the visual field of the observers. The studies and simulations have suggested using low-power light sources to obtain a soft and homogeneous light. The temperature of the sources used is 3000 degrees Kelvin for the bridge and 2800 degrees for the buildings to signal a slight difference and valorize the particular color of the stone. The plane of the bridge has been illuminated on two opposite sides with mini woody projectors equipped with a 5 to 15 degree adjustable luminous beam and a special screen that limits dazzle at crossing. The towers and other buildings are illuminated by built-in light-up walk professional with optical wall washer. The apparatuses, built into the plane and therefore not invasive, allow control without dispersing the luminous flow, valorizing the materials and the surfaces to be illuminated. The windows of the Tara Tower are highlighted by the mini woody projectors with refractors that illuminate exclusively the frames of the windows, defining the depth and width. The overall effect exalts the likeness of the work. We collaborated closely with the iGuzzini experts, consulting each other constantly and rendering the illumination neither blatant nor intrusive, so as to enhance the architecture. In the historical buildings on the banks, a pathway of memory, archaeology and museums has been inaugurated on the bridge, by now an international symbol. Ottoman architecture took 9 years to construct the single bay with polycentric curve and slightly asymmetrical. According to the legend, the Sultan threatened to execute the architect if the bridge collapsed, and the architect, it seems, ran away before the scaffolding was removed. Today, this structural complexity also stands out at night, the illuminated bridge appearing to fly over the Neretva. The international community, to reconcile the region, wanted to construct and protect the bridge. But there's the risk that today it is attached to nothing. Above all, the bridge ought to serve the people of Mostar. It's their memorial, and the hope is that the renewed means of communication will help to alleviate mourning the war and overcoming the tensions that still cross the land. In Oriental mythology, to reach the hereafter, mankind crosses a bridge as fragile as a hair and as sharp as a sword. To cross over, you must be pure in heart. Perhaps the Mostar Bridge is the place where East and West will meet to hold out their hands to each other once again.